Welcome to a lovely video. This is a Kickstarter update for the Trewell Common Kickstarter that we're running at the moment, because we have a new model that we've created, which is similar to a thing we did with a previous Kickstarter, where we did some scenery that can be used with old spools like this. And what we've made is some really thin pieces of terrain, some shells that you can fit together around a spool, and I'll show you how to do that. But first, this is ethereal. Let's print it.
Up a dream when it happened to me. Oh, it sort of made my forehead itch, but it also was a right happy. Could have made my forehead itch. Oh, my eye was hurt and it was weepy. The tree was...
And once it's printed like that, you need to assemble it together onto a spool with a bit of glue, like this.
Stick in my eye, stick in my eye. I was up a tree when it happened to me. I was up a tree when it happened to me. I was...
And once you've done that, you end up with a lovely piece of scenery, like this here. It's going to still, you hold it up and it looks like this. There we go, a lovely piece of scenery. There are several layers you can do. We've done a couple, so you could fit them in like this. Create a multiple layered spool tower, should you wish. I'm going to hold it up. There we go, several layers. This is a bad example of that because I've not glued it, but there is also a top that goes on to turn it into a dome to make it look like the Ickworth Tower Rotunda near Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk, which is the lovely part of the country which this Kickstarter has been based around. Let's have a little look at what that looks like. And here it is, the Ickworth House, Spool Tower Rotunda. A couple of layers, add more if you want, go as high as you like. There's windows, there's little archway door things. It's a very lovely building near Suffolk. They've got a lovely collection of sheep, and there's sort of an old church which used to belong to the estate, which you can go inside, which is quite cool. Set, not abandoned, but sort of got a vibe to it, you know. And lovely afternoon teas if you want to take your mum. And there's a picture inside, and I think there's a horse with an extra leg or a missing leg in the picture. I can't remember now, but you have to ask the tour guide. It's very exciting if you ever go there. There's an orangery, which is what the tea room is. National Trust owned, you know, so tax deductible entry if it's a charitable donation, possibly. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we did with it, and it's part of this Kickstarter. Woohoo! Wow. Well, that was fascinating to know. Voice that told you that. We also have a new building or two that I would like to talk to you about, which are going to be sort of stretch goal related. This one, this is free. Whatever you do, this is just part of it. Whatever goals we reach, this is core pledge. But let's get some stretch goals, so let's look at those too. So this is a building that some people suggested. Some Kickstarter backers, very kind, thank you very much, suggested a Roman style latrine, and a lovely idea, but I wanted to keep it a bit more like the rest of the buildings we've done, because we're not really doing Romans. Wrong millennium? Yeah, roughly. Let's keep it within 1,000 years. I know we're not being strict, but let's keep it sort of like that. And this is what was created. It was called a necessarium, which is where monks went to do their business. So let's have a little look inside. Oh, look, the door opens. Isn't that nice? We can have a little look inside. Ooh, a peeky. To a lovely little latrine building with some little places to wash, because that's important, and some places to sit. Let's have a little look. The roof comes off as well. Whee! The roof, raise the roof. And there it is inside. We will probably do a version as well without the latrines, so it could be a barracks or any other sort of building that you want. Nice buttresses on the side here for hiding behind. Structurally vital for a PLA model, probably. I don't know. But this is a social stretch goal, so what we're asking is do some liking, do some sharing, Instagram, YouTubes, Facebooks, all that. And once we've unlocked a couple of these already, but I think this is number 6. So get that far. This is yours. We want to give it to you, but, you know, share the love, spread the word. Imagine the fun that could be brought with it and stuff. So, yeah, this is it. This is what we got. A necessarium. Necessarily, it's a stretch goal. Well, not necessarily, but it is. It's right, it is. And we also have a bridge, like the one at Nettershall that featured in the Kickstarter video, where Neil and I went and walked and drove around some places in that there Suffolk. It's similar to that. It's got a shield on it, which could be the shield showing who runs the area, or the troll. I don't know. It's up to you. That's another one that's been unlocked too. More stretch goals coming. Gibbet Cage working on that too. That'll come soon. I'll do another video, or check out our socials and like stuff whilst you're there. Wicked. Okay, that's enough from the Mind Palace for now. Okay, there we go. So that's stretch goals. That's spool towers. Thank you very much for watching us, Digital Taxidermy. Ta-ta!
Like the video, follow me around. Press the bell, it makes no sound. Like the video, press subscribe. I don't know why I am alive.